the train for one last ride.
From the Studio One patio, welcome to this Wednesday, August the 16th edition of the Ringside Report. I am Ryan Young. Joining me on the phone, as always, the King of Controversy, Anthony Smoody. Smoody, are you there?
Yeah, I can hear ya.
That's good. Smoody, it's Wednesday. We can finally... Monday was a rough show all around, so are you ready to finally continue to kick off SummerSlam week?
Yes, let's continue. Happy Hump Day to everybody.
Happy Hump Day. Let's recap Raw, the go-home Raw, before we get ready for SummerSlam on Sunday. First starts off, Dean Ambrose comes out and says, you know what, he's not really sure where this whole thing with Seth Rollins is going. Then Seth Rollins comes out. They both kind of stick out their hands for one another. They both reject it. Then all of a sudden we have these two fighting like they're brothers, which they kind of are. Then Sheamus and Cesaro come out. They make the save. Tony, they finally unite. We have the Shield back, well, 2/3 of it, and they're getting a tag team title match on Sunday.
Well, big task for Seth Dean Ambrose. Work as a team and bring back the tag team titles.
Indeed. And then the number one contender for the women's title, Sasha Banks defeats Nia Jax. That's kind of the match we figured we were going to get for SummerSlam.
I wasn't expecting. I know Bayley's broken a bit, but I think everybody's happy that Sasha Banks versus Alexa Bliss for the title at SummerSlam. It's going to be an epic match.
Elias Sampson comes out and says sings a song about how Fenway Park is trash and Boston sucks. And then R-Truth comes out and he just gets attacked. Big Cass comes out with the shark cage.
What I was waiting for is Elias Sampson to say that. Because remember, the last time somebody trashed the Boston Red Sox, wasn't it Pete Rose that did it WrestleMania 14? He said Bill Butler can't pick up the tickets because he bent over and then Kane chokeslammed him or tombstoned him.
Yep, exactly. Big Cass comes out he has the shark cage. Enzo comes out. Big show, but eventually they get attacked by Gallows and Anderson. Then the shark cage gets slammed on Big Show's hand. Tony, that's a very smart move by Cass going into SummerSlam.
That is, because that is his knockout punch, and you have to eliminate the knockout. So there you got to do it right there. And that was a big move by Big Cass to knock out the hand.
WWE Cruiserweight title on the line. Tozawa defeats Neville. Tony, we have a new Cruiserweight champion, and then the rematch will take place on Sunday.
Yes, Neville finally gets beaten, but I don't think that just pissed him off even more. So I think come Sunday, he's going to get his title back real soon. Bray
Wyatt defeats Finn Balor. After the match, he pours the blood all over Finn Balor, but then we find out, I think the Demon's showing up to Brooklyn.
That's what they confirmed. But I think that's another thing Bray Wyatt's done is pissed off Finn Balor, and now it's brought the Demon. Because remember, the last time the Demon was at SummerSlam, he won the Universal Championship with a broken freaking shoulder.
Smoothie. Mickie James defeats Emma. Miz versus Jason Jordan ends in a no contest when the Miz Taraj attacks him. Hardys make the save. Then the Hardys and Jason Jordan defeats Miz and the Miz Taraj. Then to close it out, Brock Lesnar, Samoa Joe, Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns all come out. They all end up brawling. We end up having a big to-do. The roster breaks it up. We don't get to see Brock and Braun. I think we'll see that, but what a way to go into SummerSlam from the Raw side.
Well, I heard after the show, they for the fans, I guess Brock got by the Braun after the cameras were off there, but it's going to come down to one thing. Can Brock Lesnar win the title? Remember, it's one fall, and if Brock does not win, him and Paul are gone from the WWE for good.
Is it going to be the final time we see... Is that the last Monday Night Raw we're ever going to see Brock Lesnar?
No, we'll see Paul and Brock Lesnar right in the Barclays Center, same building, signing another contract saying that they're going to be back again with the title. So, because Brock's advertised for Hell in a Cell. So I'm putting my money and I'm putting my pick on Brock Lesnar. I believe he's coming back Monday night to the Barclays Center again.
Because the thing is that they're saying that, because of course he might leave to go to UFC, they're saying that fight might not happen until next summer. So he still has time to finish out this contract, at least till WrestleMania, you'd think.
I believe it's got to, because who's he going to fight WrestleMania 34? You know, he beat Goldberg this year, WrestleMania 33. Who's his call there now? Who's he going to be, Cena?
Oh, that'd be a good one. That's one we haven't got a chance to see yet.
Or can we see Braun versus Brock again for the title?
That would be big. I think that would be the match that puts Braun in main event status. He's kind of there right now, but I think that would catapult him.
Now remember, Bray Wyatt, he came up for no reason as a not a main roster. But then we started taking Cena and then everything else, boom, 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 and then finally he got his title shot and won the title in the Elimination Chamber this past February. So
exactly, Smoody. So of course that's Monday Night Raw. SmackDown was last night. We'll have a recap of that coming up on Friday. We're gonna take a timeout. When we come back, we're gonna preview Ring of Honor and NXT. That's next on the Ringside Report. Okay, it's now time to preview Ring of Honor, of course, Wednesday night on the Fight Network app, or you can watch it on My Network TV. It is windy up here, so we might lose the camera for a second time. So let's tell you what we have on tap for you for Ring of Honor. We got Punishment Martinez going one-on-one against Flip Gordon. We got Red Titus going one-on-one against who's your favorite wrestler, Smoothie?
Cheeseburger!
Indeed. And we're also going to have the Ring of Honor television title on the line. Kushida going one-on-one against Kenny King. Tony, we're getting closer. The main event picture kind of unclear what we're going to see coming up at, I believe it's Death Before Dishonor in September. But overall, I don't think Daniels is done. Do you think Daniels gets one more shot against Cody?
One more shot against Cody. I believe he gets it, and this will be the final one. This would be the one he's done.
And then, of course, so that is all coming up on Ring of Honor on Wednesday. Now let's shift gears to NXT, the final NXT before we head it to TakeOver Brooklyn #3 from the Barclays Center Saturday night. And Smoothie, it's gonna be interesting. Bobby Roode, Drew Galloway, they had their face-off, but this week, Smoothie, it is for the NXT Championship. It is going to be Bobby Roode going one-on-one against Roderick Strong. The winner faces Drew McIntyre, or is it the other way around? Is it Drew against? Maybe it's. I'm not sure. It's either Drew against Roderick Strong. The winner gets the title shot, or it's, anyway. Roderick Strong has a chance to be in the main event. Does he have the opportunity? Will he be it, or are we going to get the same main event that we're expecting?
We're going to get the same main event, and Roderick Strong is probably going to get the winner of the title of the two between the two at TakeOver Houston.
And that will be at Survivor Series weekend, correct?
Yes, that will be and that is also the day of, I've been announced that I talked to Jimbo Blaze.
No, we all love talking to him.
He walks the dinosaur and everything. But he's announced that the 15th anniversary of WrestleRage will be at the Aston Park District Saturday, November 18th, the same night as TakeOver Houston, so.
Oh, well, I am so upset, Tony. I don't know what to choose.
I would take over Houston because I guarantee you this: Roderick Strong is going to be world champion by the time we get to NXT TakeOver Houston. Because I think Bobby Roode's going to retain the title, but he's going to lose it to Roderick Strong at TakeOver Houston.
Do you think he's going to get called up?
I guarantee he'll get.
Do you see Bobby Roode getting called up the night after WrestleMania?
No, I expect him maybe to get called up the night of the Royal Rumble.
Really? That early?
Well, that's where Asuka's going to be called up too.
Yeah, that's true. And of course, Asuka will defend her title against Ember Moon. We will have a NXT TakeOver Brooklyn warm-up on Friday's show. We'll have a SummerSlam warm-up on Sunday. Got anything else, Tony, for this segment?
No, not really, except I just hopefully NXT TakeOver Brooklyn does better than the first two, because so far the first two have stolen the show.
Indeed they have, and they've been better than SummerSlam, so yeah, they have a lot to look forward to. Okay, folks, we're taking another time out. When we come back, it's time to preview Impact for this week, a live Destination X. Also, there's news about Alberto El Patron, plus we recap what happened last week. That is all next on the Ringside Report. Hey, Spoony, welcome back. You saw on this date, someone retained their title in 11 seconds. Do you remember who it was?
Wasn't it Kane? No.
No, we just put it on there. Tony, I can't remember all this stuff. You're the encyclopedia.
11 seconds. Oh, on this date.
He retained his title, the WWE Championship, on this date. I want to say 2011?
Oh, man.
We just showed the caption, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But anywho, Tony, I finally, I feel like I'm the old man on the block now. Guess what I'm into now? Snapchat.
Snapchat.
Are you gonna join, Smoothie? Are you gonna get into my Snapchat?
I'm gonna get your Snapchat. I'm gonna invite you to Snapchat. I'll get into Snapchat.
Me and you Snapchatted a couple weeks ago at the Cup game.
Yep.
But yeah. So Yanu YONU 62791. Give me a follow. And a couple weeks ago I was on there singing drunk. So you just never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah. When we get to New Orleans.
That is going to be something, Tony, that is going to be something these fans are going to want to see, is me on Bourbon Street on Snapchat.
I think that the worst thing is you're going to be going around butt naked.
I don't plan on taking off any clothes, Smooths.
I hope not.
Okay, let's recap Impact from last week, then we'll break some news to you if you don't know already, and then we will have we'll preview Destination X for tonight. Let's see if I can find it now. Here we are. Sienna comes out and says she is not leaving this ring till she finds out her opponent for Destination X. And then Karen Jarrett comes out and says, guess who it's going to be, Tony? Do you know who it is?
Awesome Kong?
No, Hall of Famer that's retiring at the end of the year.
Oh, Gail Kim.
Yep, exactly. And then they brawl. That's that. Phantasma and Marafuji defeat Laredo Kid and Garza Jr. Congo Kong defeat Joseph Park and Grado. Global Force Wrestling Tag Team Championships, LAX. In a street fight, LAX retains against the VOW, Veterans of War. Super X Cup. Ishimori defeats ACH. He will go in the finals of the Super X Cup. This coming up this week, tomorrow night, against Desmond Xavier. And then finally, Lashley, Low-Key, and Trevor Lee defeat El Patron, Seidel, and Sanjay Dutt. Now, of course, there's El Patron was scheduled to face, I believe, Low-Key for the Global Force Wrestling Championship, but due to everything that took place on at the airport between him and Paige, Global Force Wrestling has stripped El Patron of both titles, and Bruce Pritchard will now make an announcement tomorrow night. Tony, do you think that is the right thing to do after what transpired between him and Paige at the airport?
Well, when wrestling comes before business, you always know that personal business cannot get involved in wrestling. We've seen superstars from WWE get involved with their girlfriends or wives. We see Stone Cold. He struck his wife Deborah, and he got arrested for it. We've seen Drew Gallo. Him and Tiffany got into a huge fight in Los Angeles. They both got arrested. Matt Hardy, Reba Sky, they got into a fight and they got arrested. So it's business with girls is not better to stay with wrestling, but. Good choice by Bruce Pritchard, but now, who's in line? I think Lashley's not going to deserve to get a title
Lashley
shot.
will be going one-on-one against Matt Seidel at the show. Also, we're going to have a ladder match. It's going to be Sanjay Dutt getting his... Well, he is the champion, but Trevor Lee stole the title, so we're going to have a ladder match. It's going to be live Destination X. Tony, anything can happen. If there's one thing out of the ordinary you could predict that's going to happen tomorrow night live on Pop TV, what do you think it could be?
I guarantee you this. I guarantee Bruce Pritchard's going to talk about saying that due to what happened, and a personal reason we're not going to mention that El Patron has been stripped of the title. I think what's going to happen is maybe they'll have a battle royale where the last two participants, whoever the last two are, fight for the world title.
You think that'll be it, Smooths?
I hope so, because we need a world champion.
We do, and we'll find that out tomorrow night. We'll have a recap of that next Wednesday, because of course next Monday we got a recap SummerSlam weekend along with TakeOver. Preview for Friday, we're going to recap SmackDown 205 Live, Ring of Honor, NXT. Then we got the Ringside Report moment number 29, or excuse me, it'll be 28. Wait, I'm on the wrong thing. Yeah, hang on. And we got the NXT TakeOver Brooklyn warm-up, and we got the 28th most funniest moment, or best moment for us, and that's when the spoilers were on the ceiling and Brandon was trying to read them, apparently. So that'll be coming up. That's all on Friday's show. We'll be back here on the patio. So it should be exciting. Smoothie, have a good Wednesday. We'll talk to you Friday.
Yes, have a good weekend. We'll see you Friday.
For the King of Controversy, Anthony Smoothie, I'm Ryan Young. Thank you for watching the Ringside Report, your front row seat to all things wrestling.